Hi Kirby fans, welcome back to another episode of Kirby Enthusiast. So in today's episode what we're going to be doing is changing the fan in Legend 2. So what we'll do is we'll get straight to it. Hi Kirby fans, welcome back to the channel. Again, those new to the channel, if you haven't already, make sure you check out the other videos. There's plenty of content on here, and if you find you're getting value from all this content, do us a favour by slapping that subscribe button to show your support. Ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comments, and if you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. Right, so in today's episode what we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing the fan in the Legend 2 that I picked up a couple of months back. There will be an iCard up here as well if you want to watch that video on the condition it was in and how I refurbed it. So what we'll do is we'll get straight to it. Right, so today we're going to be fitting a fan in the Legend 2. So I've took the bag off and I've took the head off the front, or the power nozzle. We've got it down to this stage. If you're not sure, again, I have got videos on how to take them apart. They're pretty simple compared to the Generation series, which I find quite easy now because I've took that many apart and put that a bit together. But I do find this is quite a simple way to take them apart. There's not that many bolts like there is in the Generation series, so they're a lot easier to work on. If you watch my last video, you'll see that the bushes are actually different in this compared to a Generation, where the Generation you've got that little spade connector that clips on, whereas these ones are on like a spring clip and you actually push it in. So if you haven't seen that one, check it out. Just quickly show you how to change the bushes in your Legend 2 or your Heritage. They're exactly the same model. So check that out, there'll be an iCard up there if you haven't seen it. So today what we're going to be doing is changing the fan. It's a different fan to what's in the Generation. You don't get a rubber seal in these. What we'll do is we'll jump straight to it. I'll zoom in so you can see us taking it apart and how easy it is to change the fan in your Legend 2. Now this has still got the original fan in there from when it was actually made. It's a more brittle plastic that's in there. So what we'll do is we'll jump straight to it. If you watch the previous video, they're quite easy to come apart. So first up, what we're going to do is we're going to release this safety switch. Okay, now it's just 2 screws and there's a little spring on there. Okay, so be gentle, don't over tighten them when you do the back up, because it's going to be brittle plastic because it's from 1991, so it's literally 29 years old. Okay, and then that should come out, there we go, and then what you do is lift it up and that pops off. Okay, so what they'll do, put that to one side, try and keep your screws together if you can. They're not that much more complicated than a Generation. There's obviously less screws in here and they're mainly all Phillips anyway. Right, so the next process we're going to do is just release this here, so it just pulls out, pull this bar out, put that to one side, release that, there, it's literally 4 little prongs, and then you just pull your kettle lead out, and that is 10 times easier than a Generation because you've got the little screw that goes inside. Got this self tapper and that just holds this connection here. So undo the self tapper, put that to one side. Okay, next up what we're going to do is just turn it over and we're going to release 2 screws on the bottom. There's one here and there's a longer one there. Take the longer one out and the shorter one. If you want, keep these together. I'll just put them over here, and then you've got 2 that go in the side. Like so. There's one there and one there. Just try not to slip in the drill so you don't scratch your Legend or your Heritage. And these are quite stiff to come off sometimes, so just give it a bit of a wiggle and that should release. There we go, and off that comes. We'll just put that down there for now. Okay, so next up, to get to our fan, we've got 4 screws on this casing. There's one here, there's one here, and there's one round here. So what we'll do is we'll take this one out first. So there's just one there, so we'll just take that out. And that's just countersunk. So put that to one side, so you can put those to the other corner if you want, so they don't get mixed up. And you're going to have 1, 2, 3, and then 1 on the front. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now Kirby never sealed these with silicone. I think that was like an after effect, or everyone I've took apart, I've never found any silicone in there. And this one was exactly the same. You can put silicone in there to seal them if you want. I didn't do that last time because I knew I was taking this apart. So your longer bolt just comes out the top. Just take that out gently. Try not to bend that safety catch at the bottom. And then we've got our old fan here. As you can see, that one's plastic. It is a lot more brittle plastic. It's a grey fan. So this is what was originally in the G3s and G4s. But as Kirby ventured on, they moved on to the Lexan fans, which were designed by NASA. So that's why they use those. Now all you need is a little tiny screwdriver in here. And what I find, 9 times out of 10, if you hold the fan and then you put that screwdriver through there, turn this clockwise, and that will literally just come undone. Okay. And that fan should wiggle off. If you can't get it off, I tend to hold the armitage at the back. To get it out, you can get a special tool to release it. What I tend to do is just push a screwdriver just through the side there. And see where it's turning. So you should be able to get a nice thin flat screwdriver just through the side. So if you line it side, you can actually push that through right against that corner, and it will lock in. So then you just twist that a bit, just so it holds it, and then you can twist your fan off. Now it's going to be like the G series where it tends to slip, but if you keep a bit of tension on there and just keep turning, it should come off, which it is. Bear in mind this has been on there since whoever had it serviced, I'd say it was back in the 90s. So you're going to pull and turn with this coming off. So just keep twisting back and forth and it will come off. And there we go. And off it comes. And there's just one washer on the front. Okay. Like I said, there's no rubber seal here, it's just a straight washer that you get in there. Okay, whereas the G3 had a rubber seal in there. So what I'll do is I'll leave that in there and I'll just get a wet wipe and just clean behind there. Okay, so what I use is just some anti-bac wipes, just some cheap ones from Coles if you're in Australia, or, and then I'll just wipe that out with that. And what I will do at some point, I won't do it today, but I will seal this with some silicone around there. Just take that out. Okay. And that is pretty clean. It wasn't that dirty to begin with. Okay, so in our new fan kit, we'll have a new one of these washers. And I will put a link below in the description where to get this fan kit from. They're not that expensive. Okay, so you should have your fan, you should have the 2 washers, so you should have your one that goes on top of your fan, the one without the rubber seal, which is, this was a G3, you'd have a rubber seal on it, so we'll push that one on first, it just pushes in, like so. Then we've got our fan, okay, push that on, then our washer, and then our new spindle, which is anti-clockwise. Okay, then to hold it again, just get your screwdriver, or you've got the tool attachment. I meant to order one but didn't, so I'll turn it on its side, push that screwdriver just in, right in that corner there. So just feed that through, and then put a bit of twist and put a bit of pressure on. That way then that won't turn. And then all we do is get our thin screwdriver and just tighten this, that little bit. Okay, doesn't have to be mega tight. There we go, and that's as good as it needs to be. Okay, and that's one new fan fitted in Legend. I mean, the bearings are fine on this, so I don't need to change the bearings. This has had barely any use from what I've seen, especially when it's got the original fan in. That's quite surprising. I mean, that fan's not that bad either. You can see there's a few dinks from cat hairs, but other than that, there's nothing wrong with that fan. But it should run a lot better with this Lexan fan in there anyway. So to put it back together, we're going to put our front back on. So again, locate this through that hole. And what we'll do is put our longer bolt in first. So we grab our longer bolt, which is here. Put that in the top. And what I do is I do them with my finger first, just to make sure it's located. I'm not going to round it, and gently tighten up the screw. It's got that. Okay, then what I'll do is I'll put my safety switch back on so I don't forget. So just push that in there, like so. Push it round so it feeds in itself, and push in. Okay, get your locating screw. Now I tend to put the top one in first. I just find that one easier because I know it locates. That's located, and then you're going to push it over and get your bottom one in. Again, that one should locate. Just go slowly with your drill. If you tighten the top one first, okay, not over tighten because it's brittle plastic, and then go for your bottom one. And that's got that one, and that's in. Right, so next up we're going to put our 4 bolts back in. So there's 1, 2, 3. So all the round heads go here. You've got one countersunk that goes back here. So what I tend to do, and you can see if they're located, is I'll locate this countersunk one first. Make sure that's turning. You can put your hand screwdriver if you want. So it's not locating. So again, just make sure they're lined up. So they are now, so that should locate. So that's locating now. So that's it, just gentle, don't over tighten it, just put it in loosely. And we're going to put these 3 round heads in. Okay. So just loosely, until we know they're all sort of located, and then we'll go around and taut them up. And that one there. That's it. And then just go around, taut them up, try not to round them, and that's that. Next up, we're going to put our back on. So again, you want to locate this switch, just slots in there like so. I'm going to grab our back. I'm just going to slot that over there. Now what I tend to do is I'll get my self tapper first, and I'll just locate that just to pull that power connection up. And that's got it. Don't over tighten it because it will round off that plastic. Turn it upside down, and then we've got our long screw at the back, which just goes literally, whoops, in the middle there. I don't know if you can see that. So put our long screw in. Okay, and then we've got a countersunk one that goes in the bottom. Just make sure it's going to locate, so you don't want to round it off. Go slow, and when it locates, you can tighten it up. And you've just got your one screw there and the one screw on the side. So put that one in there, and round the other side, just that one to go in there. Okay, and then it's just our lead. Our kettle lead goes pushed in, then our cover for our kettle lead, then our plastic cover. So what I tend to do is slot it over there, find the holes where it goes, the prongs one way around. Okay, so there, one in the middle, and the 2 on the bottom, and that's in. your bar back in, which is there, and put that lock back in so you can lock your handle in place, and that is it. And then all this can go in the bin, even the retro fan. Right, so I hope that video is really informative, and anyone who's got a Legend 2 now knows how easy it is to change that fan. It's a really simple process, and I will put a link in the description below of where to get the fan from, where to get your brushes from, so make sure you check that out. Those again, if you're new to the channel and you're getting value out of this content, then make sure you show your support by slapping that subscribe button, dinging that bell for notifications, give us a big thumbs up, and comment down below. I will reply to the comments, and if you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. Now, normally I give a shout out to my latest subscribers, but I'm making this video straight after the one I've just done. So I will give you all a shout out in the next video once I've researched how many subscribers I've got. Hopefully we've hit that 500 mark by now, and hopefully I'll be making within the next couple of hours the 500 mark video with the question in to get 5 new lucky people into that draw to win that Kirby G6. So again, if you're enjoying the content, you're getting value out of it, show your support by slapping that subscribe button, dinging that bell for notifications, give us a big thumbs up, and comment down below. And what I'll do is I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Right, so if you watched the previous video, they're quite easily. So what I'll do now is just give a quick shout out to all my latest subscribers. So, quite a simple. So just took the bag off and took the head off the front. Then do us a favour, contemplate slapping that subscribe button, dinging that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. So you don't miss any upcoming episodes. And comment down below